Hello, Kindred. Welcome to another episode of the Heathen Fireplace. I'm slowly getting better at these. I just figured out where the microphone was, and so I'm not going to cover it up with my finger this time and ruin all of the audio for you all. It's still going to be shaky. I'm using my hands. I'm using one hand at least. And since I don't have a tripod yet, I'm going to be using that hopefully soon. And I'll get that done. Well, my fire was big by the time I began. And I tried using YouTube because my camera wasn't working very well. As you can see now, it's working. And I tried twice, and it stopped halfway on me. And YouTube and all the stuff that I have to put up with him, that's a topic for another time. Today, I have a video for you all about, as per request from our lovely, beautiful sister, Angela, about what I think a kindred is and what it means to me. So, a kindred to me, well, a kindred in general is a group of people, truly, who share a common interest, gather together, and converse about such an interest or perform it. Well, back in the olden days, they were mainly family-oriented, by blood. The head of the household, normally the father, gathered everyone up, and they worshipped the old gods. There were quote-unquote Christian kindreds. It's stupid, I know. But, in the term kindred, they're not wrong. It technically was, but, now they call it churches. So, that happened. And, now we're back to actual kindreds. Well, in our case, our kindred that we have today isn't really a blood family, isn't related by marriage, or isn't related by... I know a lot of you are related by a common ancestor, which is really awesome. I saw someone who was related to Eric the Red, and a bunch of other people, which is amazing. Me, personally, I haven't delved too deep into it yet, and I really want to, I just can't find a good, cheap way of doing it. I don't think there is, for gene testing. But, or genealogy. And where was it going with this? Blah, 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 blah. So, the kindred that we have today isn't really based on family, in a sense of, blood, marriage related. But it's a sense of friendship, camaraderie that we have. We all come together on the internet, some of us in person. I know like at least 2 of you have met up together out of our vast numbers. At least 2. And we all share a common interest, which is also true. And we all are related in the sense of we feel as if we are a family. We are one as a whole. We are together in the thick of everything. And we can trust each other. On the topic of trust, we have people that come in and they're all like, "Oh, you're a Satan worshiper." And what are you? I'm an Odinist. It's apparently not because you believe in Satan since we worship it. It's like, I'm going to leave now. And those people don't really deserve to be alive. In my idea, they need a good bastard sword chopped to the neck. See if that does the world some good. Or an antler. Just beat them with an antler. James and John. So, we can trust each other. Our trust, to a point, knows no bounds. And since we're a internet community, since we're an internet camaraderie family, our trust is challenged in a way. We have to put up with random people, yet we also have to put up with the fact that we can never really meet face to face with each other unless we put forth a lot of effort into doing so, which a lot of us I know can't do. Trust me, I know that for a fact. My fire's toppling down. Look at it go. So, Yeah. And then we can, we honor each other. We have honor for each other, for the Aesir, for the Vanir, for the Disir, for everyone, for everything. We honor them mainly in all the same ways. Some of us have different ways of doing it. I know that for a fact just by talking to a lot of people. But we all revolve around a central deities. And that brings our trust and our honor to each other that makes it that much more prudent, I guess you could say, in the Kindred. And we have integrity. Not much to elaborate on that. We just have integrity. It's awesome. Yeah, we persevere. All the 9 noble truths. I'll make an entirely another video about that. I'll do a wee bit more studying on each and every single one of them, word definitions and such. As you can see, I rushed this in a way. I spent hours after I got done with my schoolwork, went to the library and I researched topics. I learned about our ancestors and stuff, about our lore, about our ways of living back pre-1000 AD, whenever Iceland turned Christian. The national religion to Christianity. And I researched this, and I'm glad I did, because now I know a lot more. Now I can elaborate on a lot more in future videos. So, back to the topic of the Kindred. We love each other dearly. We love each other very much. And we love each other to the point where we label each other as brother and sister. And I love it. You guys, if I was going through a tough time, if I was having some problems at home, school, in a couple years, work even, hopefully, I could come to you guys. If I needed someone to talk to, I could just say, hey, and we could have an entire conversation. And that's why I love all of you. You're all my family. You're all my family. You guys are my second family. Of course, my family that lives in the house back there, that's my family that I live with. But you guys are the family that I don't know how to put it. You guys are my family. That I can converse with, that I can talk to, that I can feel as if you guys are here with me and you guys are living with me in a way. We all have one little hole in the wall in the internet that we go to. It's our place to like hang pictures on the wall, write stuff on paper, and set it down for other people to write it on, and it's amazing. So think of our group. Hear me out here. Think of the group page as a home, as a safe haven. I know there's a word for it, for like a place where kindreds go. They create one big hall and they worship there, but I forgot it. Memory sucks. And that happens. And imagine our kindred as that. Our Facebook group. Our closed Facebook group. And if we imagine it as that, it makes it that much more awesome to think of that you guys are... that we're all here for each other. Through thick and thin. And through every other idiom in the book about family. So... now that I'm not posting straight to YouTube, it might take a day or so to upload. And I don't know whenever you guys are going to see this. So, as I'm recording this, it is Thursday. It's Thor's Day, everybody. Praise be to the Firebeard. You who laugh and shake the mountains. You who's been bringing me storms and tornadoes around here. That I thank you for. Which is a lie. Tornadoes suck. Mostly whenever they're really close to you. They send hail your way. Horrendous wind. It just sucks. But hey, what are you gonna do? And so, in honor of Thor, I think I have my book here. And if I can get... I have a stick on me for some reason. This is a random stick on my lap. Not by the light of the moon this time, so I'm going to be able to read it a whole lot simpler. I'm going to read you guys an excerpt. Oh, fuck. Okay. Phone fell. On my shoe? No. Next to my shoe. Okay, 10 minutes in. Doing good, doing good, doing good. Reading a little expert from Thor's visit to Hymir. Now, every year, the gods gathered together for a great feast in the hall of Aegir, who was lord of the sea. It was at this feast, over there is fire. It was at this feast that Thor complained that he could not get enough to drink. Well, said Aegir, that is because I have no kettle large enough to brew ale for all the gods at once. You should be able to find me such a kettle. None of the gods knew where there was a kettle as large as that, nor had they ever heard of one. Then Tyr, the god of war, hail Tyr, spoke up. My fierce father, the giant Hymir, or Hymir, however you want to say it, owns such a kettle. It is a mighty vessel, a mile deep it is. Would there be any way, asked Thor, that we might win this kettle? Yes, answered Tyr. I think we might win it if we use great cunning. Thor and Tyr set forth at once for Jotunheim. Jotunheim. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm still a wee bit sick. Or if you can't tell, hey, I'm not sick. What are you talking about? They drove Thor's chariot until they came to the house of a man named Egil. There they left the goats and went the rest of the way on foot. After a considerable journey, they reached the home of the giant. Tyr's mother welcomed them and gave them ale to quench their thirst. When they had refreshed themselves, she pointed out eight large kettles which hung from a beam. Big beam. I will hide you behind these kettles, she said. Hymir is not always fond toward visitors. Fond of visitors, not fond toward visitors. It was late when the great giant returned from his hunting. He was covered with snow, and the icicles which hung from his frosty beard made a twinkling sound. His wife greeted him with fair words. A pleasant evening to you, Hymir, and to you too, Kindred. May your thoughts be kind. Our son for whom we have waited so long has come. He has brought with him his friend Thor. There they wait beneath the gable behind those kettles. The giant turned angrily toward the place where Thor and Tyr were hiding. His glance was so fierce that the pillars splintered and the mighty beam above them broke. The kettles clattered to the floor. Only one of them, harder and stronger than the others, remained whole. The rest broke to pieces. Then Thor and Tyr came forth. The giant and the god gazed upon each other. Hymir was not pleased to see the mighty Thor within his household. But even a giant offers food to his guests. Hymir ordered 3 steers to be brought and cooked for supper. Thor ate 2 of the steers. Even to Hymir, this seemed a large meal indeed. We shall have to seek more food tomorrow and see if we can find something really worthy to eat, he said crossly. In the morning, when Hymir prepared to go fishing, Thor asked if he might go. Hymir said yes, and Thor asked... Yeah, where was I? In the morning, prepared to go fishing, Hymir said yes, and Thor asked what he should use for bait. The giant was not in good temper. Why not go to the herd, you slayer of giants, and see what bait you can find there, he answered. Thor went to the field where Hymir's cattle were. Turning page. Grazing. He twisted the head from the largest bull of all. Hymir was amazed when he saw Thor return with his bait. One never knows what you will do, he grumbled, save when you sit still. Thor sat down in the stern seat as Hymir shoved out the boat. Okay, I'm going to skip this little part where they're just rowing out to sea, saying, oh, and Hymir saying, oh no, let's stop, this is where I'm used to fishing. Ah, fucking fire! And blah, 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 ha ha ha. Well, Thor cast the head so deep into the ocean that the Midgard serpent snapped onto it. Thor, being the brute that he is, the well-bearded brute, pulled him up above the ocean line. They gained glances, and as Hymir was struggling to find his fishing knife, they exchanged glances. He was spitting out venom, and then, well, you're going to have to read it from there. I'm running out of time, running out of battery, the fire's dying, and I hope you guys love this video. I seriously do. Really hope you guys can subscribe and stuff. That'd be great. Hope you guys have a good night. I would seriously try to find this story. It was Thor's Visits Hymir, or yeah, Hymir. And I really hope you guys like this. Hail to the Aesir, hail to the Vanir, hail to the Kindred. Bye.